welcome back. I'm super excited to have you again for another Girl Power Inspiration interview. I have a super cool lady with me today. She's a startup founder of a really cool fashion startup, and I'll go into more detail in a second, but welcome, LONA DUNCAN. I'm so happy to have you. Hi.
Hi, thank you.
So a quick, brief introduction to her until I give the word to her. She founded a startup. She's a serial entrepreneur, but right now she's the founder of Style Land, which is a super cool dress rental marketplace and app. And she is super inspiring as entrepreneur, but also as a success lady. She made it her goal to travel and visit and work in 64 countries, and she made it happen. I'm super super excited about your story and can't wait to hear more. So I'll give the word to you to so that we can inspire my viewers with your story and with power entrepreneur tips. Do you want to say a little bit more from your end, like how describe your current baby, your tech startup? What is it about, so the viewers can know a little bit more?
Yeah, no, thank you, Astrid. This is really cool. I'm happy to share my story and contribute
Thank
what
you.
Styland is all about. So Styland, here we're building the world's largest, most unique designer closet.
Hmm.
So basically, women can borrow from it anytime they want to. So imagine having this amazing dream wardrobe that you can pay a fraction to just borrow anytime you want to. So whether it's for an interview, whether for a wedding, for a cocktail party, or a girls' night out, and you want to look hot, instead of buying something for $500,
Yes.
you can just rent it for a price of the cocktail. So
That
it's
is
kind of cool.
so cool. I love the concept. It's super smart and super needed. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Say a little bit more about your background and your story. Like, how did you get to where you are today?
Oh, it was a very long road
Yes.
and hard. But something that I always wanted to do, since I was a little girl, I dreamt of having the best clothes because they made me feel so good, especially when I bought something new. So I was thinking, how can I have that feeling over and over again without
Mm-hmm.
spending so much money on new clothes
Mm-hmm.
and also putting such a strain on the environment? Because you
Yeah.
know that the clothing industry is one of the biggest pollutants out there. And with $1.7 trillion, it's really crazy how much money we spend on clothes. So
Right.
I thought it would be really fun if I was able to look different every day without breaking the bank and without hurting the environment. So I thought it was cool to do this. But where I started, it was back in Albania. That's where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised, I came to the US when I was 15 because I had a dream and I wanted to live in Beverly Hills. But that never happened. I ended up in Texas. And then from Texas to Orlando, from Orlando to DC, and then Idaho, San Francisco, now New York. And in between, I've lived in Shanghai, London, Paris, Rio, Sao Paulo,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
traveled a lot of places.
That's
Uh,
so cool. How exciting is that? Like, can you say something that really helped you to make this happen? Like, how did you make it maybe from Albania just to the US? I mean, those are big steps that can be very difficult. Do you have a success story there? Something that happened?
Well, I mean, sure. It was a very long time ago that I came from Albania. I came as an exchange student,
Mm-hmm.
but then luckily my parents won the green card lottery.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so they're
Awesome.
able to be citizens of the U.S., and that was really lucky. But then, yeah, going to college, following the steps of doing things right. And then after college, I said, I don't know if I want to get a job. It's too much to commit to just one place. So I
Mm-hmm.
started to model. I was doing some modeling, traveled a bit with it, tried different jobs,
Mm-hmm.
saw what I like, what I don't like. And then during my MBA, I started this concept in a different way. So I've been an entrepreneur for the last 5 years, just
Mm-hmm.
trying different things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of work. It requires a ton of sacrifice and
Yeah.
dedication. So
Totally. And that's
yeah.
exactly what I want to hone in on this interview today, because you're such a power entrepreneur and starting a startup like you're doing right now, a super professional and like big scale thing that you're doing. You are under a lot of pressure, and you have hardly any time left. That's totally crazy. So you volunteered to do this interview and to share some power tips for other women business owners and entrepreneurs who are starting out. So could you boil it down? What does it take to succeed? Like 3 points, 3 things that really help you, or tips that you would give to other women entrepreneurs who are at the beginning.
Well, at the beginning, okay. Well, first, try to build something that people want, right?
Yes.
So have a vision of something that you're either helping women or men or whoever it is, but you know your audience and you want to help them and you know how to help them.
Yeah.
So having that in mind, it really helps you kind of keep going, because you're going to struggle so much. You're going to run into all kinds of walls, and many people will say no, and lots of people will say, why are you doing this? So you really need that passion, that one thing that you're solving for, and that will, help you, continue to do that. To get a good team around you. So like, you need people to help you. I started by myself because it was very hard to find like a technical co-founder or people that you can really trust, because those trusts are built through relationships that you have for many years. And because I've moved around so much, I wasn't able to have so many people that I say, oh, I'm going to call Sarah because she's, I've known her for 10 years. I've been all over the world. So it's hard to say I've known someone for a very, very long time, let alone when you work with them. You need to know how they work, how they react under pressure, how they react on good times, bad times, everything. So finding good partners is very difficult, but it's doable. But if you can't find them, don't settle. Definitely go do it on your own. Do not settle for someone that you don't have a good feeling inside. Because if you don't have that gut feeling, that person is no good.
Okay, good tip. Love it.
And then I guess the third thing is just to go for it and just do it, but make sure you have the perseverance. It will be hard. There will be many days where you'll cry. But it's okay. Crying, it's okay. It helps you, through the journey, and just, push through it. Because, and then compare yourself where you are now to a month before, 2 months ahead before. And when you look back, you're like, wow, I've made so much progress. Because it's hard to see that progress as you're going forward. But looking back, you can see.
Good point. I love it, because I catch myself. I always look forward and all the things that I haven't done yet.
Yeah,
a lot of us
like,
do that.
what am I doing? I'm doing nothing here. But then you look back, you're like, wow, now we have thousands of users and we have this, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. I could have never imagined that, back then.
And congratulations to that. That is really inspiring and awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
I would love to, just a quick question to point two that you're saying, or actually to your entire conversation. Did you have a situation of where you were at rock bottom, where you kind of just thought, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and then you found something that helped you to move forward? Is it your inner strength, or what helped you to move forward when you thought it's not gonna happen?
Oh, that's a really good question, because as an entrepreneur, you have those moments very often. I mean, sometimes, sometimes it's, once in 2 months, but you will have them. It's nothing you can prevent against or try to skip them. You just will have those moments, whether it's with raising money and hearing all these no's and trying to build up yourself, whether it's with a team member, whether it's with product market fit or hearing customers say certain things. But what's helped me the most during those times has been meditation. So turning towards that and trying to cut down the noise and hear what's in you, and really understand, why are you keeping doing this, and try to find clarity through that. So that's been really helpful for me. I should do it even more often, because there's times that I just skip it, and then I'm in this crazy place, and then I'm like, okay, I remember meditation, that helps me.
Right.
So I'll go on YouTube, find a really good one and just go listen to it, either the morning or in the evening, or both would be great.
Good
So
tip.
that's been very helpful for me.
Good tip. I love it. And I've been
Yeah.
in the same spot. Like we get busy and we forget about that, and then it does help. I totally relate to that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for saying that. That's really great. To give something back to you, is there something that we can give, like help you succeed with your current goals? Like, do you have any challenge at the moment, or you like even just mentioning your website
No,
will
I mean,
spread the word?
it's for every startup, people trying it and telling you that, how they like it. That's the best,
Mm-hmm.
kind of feedback.
Yeah.
But basically people downloading it and checking it out.
Yeah.
We're in San Francisco and New York.
Mm-hmm.
If you really love something, we can try to ship it to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we service these two areas. So if you have
Okay.
friends there that they need a dress to go out on a gala
Awesome.
or all kinds of holiday parties that are coming up,
Yeah.
it'd be really awesome to use Thailand. I mean, so many girls are so happy with it. So
That's
it'd
so cool.
be
I'll make sure to put the link and spread the word.
that'd be
Thank
amazing. Yeah.
thank you so much, Lona. I really appreciated your time. I know you're super, super busy. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
power tips and all the success to you. And I'm looking forward to hopefully having shipping options in the future so I
Yes,
can
to
benefit too.
Alaska.
All the best,
Awesome.
Lona. Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
Bye
Bye, guys.
bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.